Hi everyone, today I am here to bring you a Pilates Reformer workout for the abdominals. As far as equipment goes, you need a reformer and a box. This is more of an intermediate to advanced level session, so please listen to your body and take modifications as necessary. When you're ready, let's get started. Alright guys, so I'm all set up. I've placed my box next to my reformer. For now, it's just right in line with the edge of the carriage, and I am going to start on one medium spring. For me, that is a blue spring. We're going to start seated on the box, facing towards the back of the reformer. Sit bones directly underneath the shoulders, hands forward of the shoulders. Let the shoulders melt down here. Take a big breath, inhale and lengthen through the top of the head. On your exhale, you're going to tuck your tailbone under and roll about halfway back and pause. Deepen your connection to your abdominals, and then on your next exhale, roll the spine up. Inhale here at the top. Exhale, pelvic tilt to draw you back. Inhale here at the bottom. Exhale, deepen the abdominals and roll the spine up. We'll do two more just like that. Short warm up today. We're going to get right into the work. So if you feel like you need a longer warm up, please take your time and do that on your own, and then roll back here. From here, you're just going to reach one arm forward as the elbow pulls back. Come back through center and switch. Keeping the pelvis and the knees pointing straight forward, we rotate and we rotate the other way. You can feel free to play with the amount of depth you have through the body here. We are just still at the beginning of our session. Good. One more each way. Come back center and roll the spine up. Inhale here, and then on your next exhale, let's roll the spine all the way back onto the box. If possible, shoulder blades right on the edge, heels directly underneath the knees. Inhale the chest up, open over the side of the box, and then exhale, curl forward. Inhale back, and exhale, curl forward. Sliding those front ribs down to the hips on your exhale. Last 4. And 3. And 2. And 1 more. Now, I'm going to angle my body slightly towards the reformer so that I can put my inside foot against the shoulder block and press it away. Hands are going to go back behind the head again. The other knee is coming into tabletop. For now, I am just going to hold the carriage out and still as I exhale and rotate towards that lifted knee, and inhale, come back center. And again, exhale, rotate, and inhale, center. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Adding on, bend the knee that's against the shoulder block as you lower your head down. As you lift your head up and press the shoulder block away, rotate. So we inhale, come center, exhale, twist and rotate. Inhale, come center, exhale, twist and rotate. For 4, 3, last 2, and 1 more time. Hold the carriage out, turn your body back to center. Take the free leg and extend your toe up to the ceiling. Let's reach our opposite hand up towards that free leg and little pulses up and over for 8, and 7, and 6, elbow wide. Last 4. Last 2, and 1. Come center, bend the knee in, and roll yourself up to seated. Good. Good job. From here, turn around, kneel on the box facing the foot bar. Bring your forearms down to the box, and again, I'm slightly angling my body now away from the reformer so that I can bring my inside foot against the shoulder block and press the shoulder block away. Make sure the ball of your foot is firmly planted on the carriage and the heel is firmly planted against the shoulder block. Nice open collarbones. From here, we float the knee that's up on the box, up off of the box, and cross it behind the leg that's on the carriage. Now we're gonna bend our knees in and out, and in and out for 8, 7, 4, last 2, and now hold the carriage out and pike the hips up, nice long legs, and lower, and lift, and lengthen. For 4, coming into a nice plank position as you extend the carriage out. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Transitioning into a side plank. I'm going to take my hand that's closest to the carriage and prop it up on the box. I'm going to rotate my knuckles towards the carriage. Then I'm going to reposition myself so that my top foot is on top of the shoulder block and my bottom foot is against the shoulder block. Then we can bend and straighten both legs again in our side plank position. Top hand can be down for support or on the top hip. For 4 and 3. Last one, hold the carriage out. Top arm goes to the ceiling. That top arm is going to wrap around the bottom ribs, lifting the hips up just a little bit, and then come on back out into your plank. The legs stay fairly straight. You just move the carriage enough to wrap that arm around. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Come all the way in. Transition yourself off of the carriage. And now we're just going to move this box a little further away from the carriage and also a little further forward so that it's in line with the front edge of the platform. I'm getting rid of my foot bar so I have access to put one hand onto the platform. And I do have a decent amount of space between these two objects, okay? One hand on the edge of the box, one hand on the platform, one foot, inside foot against your shoulder block. So you're in this nice deep lunge. When you're ready, you're gonna lift your hips up slightly as this front leg sweeps back, and then you're gonna land in your low lunge and sweep and land and sweep and land for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now instead of sweeping back, your heel is going to come up to the glute and land, and up to the glute and land for 3 and 2 and 1. Adding on. Heel sweeps up to the glute. We rotate out, knee out to the side, center, and land. Up, out to the side, center, and land. 3, 2, and 1. Last addition. Lift, rotate, bend the elbows, land. Lift, rotate, bend the elbows, land. Last 2. And 1. And land. Come all the way in. Beautiful job. Now, we're going to move the box around to the other side and repeat all of that again, okay? So come on over. You can leave your foot bar down. We put the box in line with the carriage to start. And then we're gonna skip the rollbacks. We're gonna go right from our angled body towards the carriage. So you're coming down onto your back. You're angling your body slightly towards the carriage so you can access that shoulder block easily. Press the carriage out. Other knee is in tabletop. The outside knee is in tabletop. We just hold the carriage out here and we exhale and rotate towards the lifted knee. And inhale, come back center. Let's do 4 more. Last 2. And 1, adding on as you come back center, pull the carriage in. As you press out, rotate. Good, last 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Bring your torso back center, carriage stays out, extend your other leg to the ceiling, opposite hand reaches towards that ankle, and now we lift up for 16, 15. Last 8. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back center, bring the carriage in, roll up. From here, we're going to turn onto our forearms and knees. I'm going to angle my torso slightly away from the carriage so that I, again, have access to my shoulder block with my inside foot. I press the carriage out. Make sure you have a stable base, stable forearms as well. Outside knee lifts up and then crosses over the ankle. And then we bend and straighten the knees. Gaze is slightly forward towards the hands or slightly beyond. Good, 4 more here. Last 2. And 1, hold the legs long, pike the hips up. And find that long plank again. And pike. And plank. For 4. 3. And 1. All right, we are going to transition to our side plank. Inside hand props up. Other hand rotates in towards the reformer. Bottom foot rotates against the shoulder block. Top foot comes to the top of the shoulder block. Now we bend and straighten both knees. If you'd like, the top hand can come to the top hip, even towards the ceiling. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3. On this last one, hold the carriage out, maybe top arm to the ceiling, rotate and rotate. Carriage stays fairly still. It might move a little bit as you rotate under. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Come in carefully, come down. Very nice job. We're going to move that box further out and further up so that it's in line with the frame of the reformer, and you have enough space in between the box and the platform to place your hands into kind of a push-up width position. Inside foot goes against your shoulder block. Press the carriage out and find your low lunge. Belly pulls in. When you're ready, pull the carriage in slightly, pike the hips up slightly as you bring your outside leg back and land with control. Think about using your glute and your hamstring to lift that leg. 4 more. 3 more. And 1. Now instead of lifting to the back, your heel is pulling up towards the glute. When you're ready, little lift and land, lift and land. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna add on that rotation to the outside and land. So lift, rotate, center, land, lift, rotate, center, land. 2 more like this. And final option is to add that elbow bend. Here we go, 4 of them if you're coming with me. Lift, rotate, bend, straighten, center. Last 2. And 1. And come all the way in. Walk all the way around. Have a seat on your carriage. Let the soles of your feet find one another. Let your knees widen to the sides. Maybe cross your ankles if it's more comfortable. Inhale the arms up. Exhale over to one side, find rotation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, find rotation to the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, side bend over. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, other way. Good. Inhale, arms up. Hands together, back extension. Good. Release and shake out the wrists. And you guys are all done. If you'd like that and you'd like to go through the whole entire workout, not just the abdominal portion, join the membership down below. There's a lot more videos there for our members. As always, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.